YouTube, man, you know the motto. If you can, after the story, go over there, hit me with a like, which is the thumbs up, and that'll let me know I'm kicking my stuff. Right here, I got a hell of a one today from a legendary homeboy from out the Anthens Park Bloods, homie. And this story gonna be a Bonnie Hunter Anthens Park Blood story, homie. So I'm gonna let the big homie take the stage and introduce himself. Go ahead, big homie.
All right. Hello, world. My name is BJ. It's originally Baby John, but I changed it to BJ as I got older. Complex. I'm from Anthens Park Bloods, original 124th Street.
So this story right here, you gonna kick. This is a Anthens Park Bonnie Hunter story, correct?
Right.
And where do this?
Yeah, I've been wanting to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been wanting to tell this story for a long time because over the years I got a lot of young homies from my hood and a lot of young homies from Bonnie Hunters. They still beefing, you know. And sometimes stories have to be corrected in order to set the truth out there. So I'm hoping that when people listen to this story, that one day my homies in the Bonnie Hunters will be smart enough to put their heads together and stop it.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Because at the end of the day, we all related in some type of way. You know, I got a big family over there, and damn near everybody got a big family over there. And a lot of them got a big family in our hood. And at the end of the day, regardless of what people say, them still the homeboys.
So did the homies wind up having an altercation or something inside the Los Angeles County Blood module or something that spilled over to the streets, or did something from the streets spill over to the Blood module?
Well, in actuality, the story go like this. The beef with us and them started on the streets. You know, it started over. I'm not gonna say who, what, you know what I mean?
Correct.
Because I don't like
Yeah, correct.
naming people because a lot of people got children now and stuff like that, and a lot of people are dead now behind this beef, and I don't want to disrespect nobody's father, nobody's son, nobody's kids, daughters, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But I'm gonna say the story the right way and the correct way of what happened from front to beginning. The beef with the Bonnie Hunters started over. One of my homeboys was related to a Bonnie Hunter, and he was over there, you know, getting his money with a Bonnie Hunter. One of the homeboys from Bonnie Hunters ended up robbing one of his homies. And when he robbed his homie, my homie was in the house with him at the time. So my homie got robbed too. Well, that homie took it upon himself and retaliated and killed the Bonnie Hunter. From that point on, not all Bonnie Hunters, but certain Bonnie Hunters entered a beef with us. At that time, the majority of Bonnie Hunters, which mean like the 5'9" Snipes and the Kill Squad, we was still fucking with them. It was other dudes, like mainly the dude that got killed. Family members was tripping. Now, since then, that homie has got mysteriously killed too. You know, he ended up dying. You know, nobody really knows the story. Everybody could assume, but nobody really knows. Nobody was there, so point taken. You know, I'm not going to speak on nothing that I don't know, and I'm going to let the dead be the dead. Now, from that point on, when we got to the module in 1997, it was a lot of things in the air with the Bonnie Hunters, as far as not just with my hood, but other hoods, from past beefs, past things. And I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of it stemmed from the Bonnie Hunters was fucking over niggas. You know, it ain't no way around it saying it. I'm just being honest. Anybody that think niggas from bounty hunters is bitches, they got the game fucked up.
On the real.
Because I've been around bounty hunters all my life, and I never met a bitch bounty hunter. You know what I mean? Every bounty hunter I know is gangsters. I'm talking about it was a time when I was a kid, I remember the bounty hunters used to walk down Central 30, 40 deep through Crickwood to get to Ujima Village just to party. And man, when they used to come, on everything I love, motherfuckers used to hit the whistle like the bounty hunters with the police. You know how the police be coming, everybody be like one time, and everybody breaking and hiding jewelry and dope. That's how niggas used to do when the bounty hunters came.
Right.
Motherfuckers just like, bounty hunters, motherfuckers be tucking shit. Even at school, you know, I went to Vanguard. They used to come up to Vanguard, niggas get to tucking shit. Niggas tucking their Louis belts. That's when the starter coats first came out with the teams on it. Niggas did all that.
So the homies had a rough reputation.
Love. Hell yeah, them niggas was rough, homie. And when I was in juvenile hall, on everything I love, I used to cry when I see a bounty hunter coming because I know for a fact he got my back. I know I got a down homie that's gonna ride with me, whatever. So anytime I met somebody and they were like, nigga, this WNG, you know what I mean? I was happy. So fast forward, we get into the module. Me and the homie Sneak from Miller's, we put a little twist down and came across some weed and shit. When we come across the weed, I do what I'm supposed to do because certain homies like Stretch Dog from Bounty Hunter, and when he came up, he always blessed everybody. You know, he sent everybody something to the rest you got to pay for.
Right, not to cut you off. Excuse me, big homie, not to cut you off, but when people hear the name Stretch, is that Stretch that was rapping with the Damu Riders?
No. See, that's his little brother. That's Little Stretch.
Okay, I just wanted to
OG Stretch Dog.
Okay, I just wanted to correct it for everybody.
I'm talking about OG Stretch. Right, I'm gonna correct it. You know, the OG Stretch Dog. You know what I mean? The big rider. The little one is a rider too. But I'm talking about the big one, the gangster that I grew up under.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anyway, he was one of them homies. He did his part in the module, but at the same time, Stretch had a lot of baggage with him. What I mean by baggage was he put in a lot of work to where he put in a lot of work on homies too, to where a lot of motherfuckers had shit against him. Me personally, I fucked it with him, didn't have nothing against him. So me and him had a report where every day we check in with each other. We come up on cigarettes, we trade cigarettes, dope, whatever. We always looked out for each other. So on this particular day, we come up on some weed, and the homie's a weed head. Stretch is a cold weed head. He love that shit. So I shoot him some. I shoot him with some of what I got. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell the homie what to do with his shit, but I shoot him some.
Right.
So when I shoot him some, it's like 30 bounty hunters down there. So it wasn't enough to feed 30 bounty hunters. So when he get out on the tier, he come down there, he asks us some more of that shit, sell him some.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing to sell him because at that time I didn't have nothing. I was preparing to go to the pen, so every little dollar I got, I was trying to put on my books to make sure I get a TV when I get where I'm going.
Right.
So I didn't have no more. I pointed him in the direction where to get some at. He tell the homie to get at him. Like, man, get at me, you know what I mean? Just sell me something. I got the money, and he bone out. When he bone out, the homie's a cold weed head too. So the homie like, shit, I ain't finna sell that nigga nothing. I'm smoking all mine.
Right.
And the homie was so cold with it, we used to get into it with the homies in the cell because he'd wait till everybody go to sleep. And if he didn't fuck with you, he wouldn't wake you up. He'd sneak and tap your foot.
Right.
Let you hit some shit real quick and we'll hear him smoke it up. And when everybody wake up, they'll smell it, but it's gone. And we the only two niggas in the cell high. And I can't say nothing. I'm just rolling with the flow. You feel me?
Right.
So anyway, when he didn't sell Stretch no weed, that kind of pissed Stretch off. So the next day, he came down there as a man and stressed his opinion. He like, man, you know it's kind of fucked up that every time I get something, I look out for niggas, but niggas won't look out for Stretch. He like, from here on out, I'm gonna stop that shit. From here on out, I come up, I'm selling all my shit. You know what I mean? So the next time he come up on some, instead of him shooting me some, he send me a kite, tell me, John, come down here. So I go down there to the cell, he blow something with me, whoop-de-whoop. I come in the cell, I'm high as a motherfucker, the homie see it. He like, damn, where's that? I like Stretch dog. Go down there, I like Stretch dog. So nigga send him a kite, like Stretch, whoop-de-whoop. But now, the homie, I ain't gonna say his name, he know who he is, he know what he did.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the cut. He pumped another homie up to do the dirty work. He pumped the other homie up to buy it and say he gonna pay for it. So the other homie like, okay, well I got $50 too.
Right.
So the other homie write the kite and send it to Stretch. Now the homie name is on the shit. So Stretch sent it. So when he sent it, he's under the impression that the homie that sent the kite is the one gonna pay the tab. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So when that weekend come, motherfuckers are supposed to get his girl the money. We all go to visit, and his girl tell him like, man, they haven't came around here and bought me shit. So when we get back from visit, Stretch come down to the cell. He's like, hey, homie, my girl hadn't got that money yet. What happened to that money? I thought you said at visit. So the homie look at the other homie for clarification, like, what's up? You gonna get it to him? The homie play sleep. So the homie tells Stretch, he like, man, I'm gonna get at you in a minute. Let me check and see what's going on. So Stretch tell him like, look, dog, give me my money like I gave it to you. Quit playing games with me. He like, man, we homies. I don't like getting into it. Homies, give me my money. You know what I mean? The homie say, all right, I got you. I'm gonna let me turn some quarters. What do I want? Leave it alone. So he left. The next week go past. The homie asked the other homie like, what's up, man? You gonna shoot that money? I got my half for your half at. The homie straight up say, he ain't gonna pay him. So when he say he ain't gonna pay him, the other homie starts scratching his head like, damn, what I'm gonna do now? So he make a decision of he's not gonna pay the tab because he wasn't the one that's supposed to pay it. You feel me?
Right.
So he like, I'm gonna pay my half, and you and dude gonna have to deal with it however y'all deal with it. So before he could tell Stretch what he gonna do, Stretch called his girl. She get to stress it to him. She ain't got the money, so he did what he's supposed to do. He come down there with the homie Nelly and the homie Green Eyes from Bonnie and the Nelly from Families.
Yeah.
They come down there, together, but Nelly and Green Eyes come down there to check on us. They come down there, we just chopping it up, woo. Stretch come behind them and just get to barking over them. Like, man, where my money at, man? Nigga said he gonna get my money. Nigga tired of playing games, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, motherfucker like, man, who you talking to like that? Stretch just go on one. He like, nigga don't pay me money. Nigga gonna start violating niggas around.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit you right back.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna end it right here. Pick back up on a part 2 of the Anthens bounty hunter situation in the Los Angeles County Jail blood module. 89 on up. G stuff, not ye stuff. We be back for part 2.